Let's discuss. Let's talk about navigating romantic relationships as a Christian. Let's be real. Dating in today's world, it's wild. Culture tells us one thing, but as believers, we're called to move differently. So, how do we do this God's way? First things first, love isn't just a feeling, it's a commitment. The world loves to sell this idea of romance that's all butterflies and about what makes me happy. But the Bible teaches something different. 1 Corinthians 13 verses 4 through 7 lays it all out. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. Now, that kind of love, it's not about self-gratification. It's about self-sacrifice. So, what does that mean for dating? It means we have to stop treating relationships like trends and start treating them like a ministry. Are we dating just to pass the time, or are we dating with purpose? As Christians, relationships should be leading somewhere, to marriage. And if the person you're with isn't drawing you closer to God, then what are they pulling you towards? Now, let's talk boundaries. The Bible says in 1 Thessalonians 4, verses 3 through 5, that we should abstain from sexual immorality. But let's be honest, that's easier said than done, especially when temptation is real. That's why boundaries matter. If we say we want to honor God with our relationships, we shouldn't put ourselves in situations where purity is an afterthought. And let's not forget about being equally yoked. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14 says, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers." That's not just about faith. It's about values, lifestyle, and purpose. If you're running toward God and they're running toward the world, how can you build something that lasts? At the end of the day, relationships aren't just about finding the right person. They're about becoming the right person. If we focus on our own walk with God, everything else will align in His timing. Because when God writes the love story, it's always better than anything we could ever script for ourselves. So, to my singles, my daters, my almost in a relationship folks, seek God first. And let everything else flow from that. Because a relationship centered on Christ, now that's a real love story.